Obi-Wan Kenobi just wrapped up a few weeks ago, and honestly, we want to see more stories of this legendary Jedi. For today's episode, we'll be letting you in on the Obi-Wan Kenobi Honest trailer, which is perfectly, brutally honest, plus all the other details you'll need to know about the series. We heard that a second season may be in the works, so you better tune in if you don't want to miss out. First up, the Obi-Wan Kenobi Honest trailer is perfectly, brutally honest. The Honest trailer then suggests that Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi, 2017, and Han Solo in The Force Awakens, 2015, are simply two examples of great Star Wars heroes who will eventually become unhappy and broken or reclusive. Prepare for a display that reminds you how brilliant the prequels have been when they're reduced right down to a 3-minute recap montage, the trailer continues. The trailer also addresses some glaring problems with the plot, such as Obi-Wan asking Princess Leia how old she is, although he should know since he was there for her birth, and also knows how old her twin brother Luke is. In addition, the show follows the traditional narrative of the vintage or middle-aged person who has a beloved younger protege who is plainly not aging after decades and decades. All in all, the Honest trailer gave us a good laugh and helped us deal with the fact that we have to wait a few more years to see the second part of the series. Aside from the fact that the Obi-Wan Kenobi miniseries was supposed to be a film trilogy, we also came to know that the scrapped Obi-Wan Kenobi film would have featured the return of a beloved character. The Ewan McGregor project wasn't always planned to be a 6-part series, as we recently discovered. Originally, it was intended to be a full movie trilogy, but that notion was eventually dropped. Stuart Beattie, who wrote the screenplay for the movie, is now providing us with fresh information regarding the abandoned project. In an interview with The Direct, Beattie discussed the development of Reva, the character's unintended resemblance to Second Sister from Jedi Fallen Order, and his plans to bring back a well-known antagonist. "I hadn't played Fallen Order," Beattie admitted. "I wrote this initially in 2017, so that was before I played Fallen Order. I then played Fallen Order and was like, oh wow, this is Reva. No, look, it's just a coincidence." Beattie stated that he didn't want to be constrained by any canon or with any other characters who have already been explored, so he decided to create a new character. Additionally, he invented Reva just for this novel because he wanted the freedom to take her wherever he pleased. So, if Stuart Beattie only had his way with the production of Obi-Wan Kenobi, not only will we be seeing a film trilogy, but also the return of General Cody. He said that a Commander Cody comeback was previously considered as he concluded his remarks. The author also stated that he was looking to develop a new character and even had Cody in mind because they were already employing so many characters from established canon, like Obi, Darth, Owen, and Beru. It's important to remember that Commander Cody was initially said to be on the program, but Tamara Morrison did officially make an appearance as a clone. Even though we loved the series, we'd have to admit that a small part of us secretly wishes Obi-Wan Kenobi had been made into a movie trilogy instead of a television series. At least the show provided us with almost 6 hours of Star Wars material, right? And it appears that Season 2 has been approved, but let's all take this with a grain of salt. And, speaking of Reva, did you know that she was supposed to be killed off in the original script? Now you do, but keep on watching to know more. During the 6-episode run of Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney+, a fresh few names were introduced to the audience. Moses Ingram's Reva, the third sister, was the show's most notable new addition. Reva spent the entirety of the episode looking for Vivian Lyra Blair's Princess Leia's Obi-Wan Kenobi, who was played by Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was eventually discovered that her animosity toward the Jedi Master dates back to Order 66, when she was still a young child. Reva was seen looking for Luke Skywalker at the conclusion, but the Inquisitor took the child back to Owen and Beru and informed Obi-Wan that she didn't want to turn herself into Vader. Obi-Wan Kenobi left Reva's story unfinished, but this wasn't always the case. Before the show's conclusion, spoiler-filled storyline information suggested that Reva's fate was altered to make room for a Season 2. It has now been made known by one of the project's writers that that's what Lucasfilm had originally intended. Stuart Beattie talked about the original ideas for Reva's character development in his draft for his Obi-Wan Kenobi movie and an exclusive conversation with Nathan Johnson of The District. For Beattie, he planned for Reva to die in the original script so that her arc will be completed while also ending Darth Vader's obsession with hunting Obi-Wan Kenobi. While Beattie responded that Reva was his creation and that he created her all the way through, when asked if she appeared in the early drafts of the film's script, he went on to talk about Reva's perception of the Jedi as evil and how the character didn't initially know that Anakin was Darth Vader. The only little difference in mine was that she didn't know Darth Vader was Anakin, the show's writer revealed, because I was like, how'd she know that? All she saw was Anakin as Anakin before he hadn't changed into the suit yet, right? So Anakin killed her friends, but the scar on her almost killed her and left her dead. So, in her mind, the Jedi Council were the biggest villains in the galaxy. She believed the lies that they were plotting a coup to overtake and get power and all that, but they were stopped by the clones. So she believed that's why she's hunting Jedi. She believed the Jedi are the worst. Beattie continued by discussing Reva's original fate, which had her dying dying at the hands of Darth Vader to save Obi-Wan. Beatty reasoned that Reva couldn't possibly have known that the man in the mechanical suit everyone refers to as Darth Vader was the one who either killed or attempted to kill her. Then, he continued to describe how Obi-Wan had revealed that secret to her, letting her know that she had been mistaken the entire time. With this revelation, Reva then went on to save Obi-Wan by sacrificing herself and telling Vader that she killed Obi-Wan. Her arc was essentially completed when Vader killed her because she was aware that Vader would kill her. Aside from Reva's death, Stuart Beatty also revealed that he didn't include the Inquisitors in the original story. The writer also stated that only Reva was included in the original designs for Obi-Wan Kenobi, and not the other Inquisitors. He claimed that there were no other plans to feature any other Inquisitors, and that Darth Vader was the clear choice as the main nemesis in this tale. According to Beatty, Darth Vader intended to interact with Obi-Wan more frequently during the program. Having said that, Reva actually was the outcome of that, which is why he needs Reva's character. So, since Reva lived at the end of Season 1, do we get to see more of her in Season 2? The decision to keep Reva alive after it was revealed that she was initially destined to die for Obi-Wan and be killed by Darth Vader could be an indication that there will be a Season 2. Many viewers anticipated that she would die in the series' climactic episode, perhaps at the hands of Vader or the Grand Inquisitor, but it's obvious that she has a longer story because she didn't even speak to either character again and was instead fired by Obi-Wan. Reva will probably accompany Obi-Wan Kenobi in Season 2, if there is one. She has established a rapport with Obi-Wan and would likely help him if he was in trouble, giving her a chance to earn his trust. Beatty's brief mention of Commander Cody's consideration could lend support to earlier speculations that the clone trooper was planned to make an appearance on the show. If Lucasfilm chooses to renew the show for a second season, perhaps these ideas will be taken into account. And for the million-dollar question, we have to ask, will there be an Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2? There hasn't been any official confirmation of a Season 2 as of yet. However, given that Obi-Wan Kenobi takes place 10 years before A New Hope in the Star Wars universe, there is still a ton of time and story possibilities to be explored. There is a lot to work with without endangering canon, as Obi-Wan isn't exactly helpful about his time spent on Tatooine in the original trilogy. Plus, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen have both indicated that they'd be open to a return, so we can only hope that the studio will give in to the fans' demand. And on that note, we're ending today's video about Obi-Wan Kenobi's honest trailer as well as other details about this Disney Plus miniseries. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.